And what is the mechanism of pleasure?
Yes. So pleasure is kind of feeling. Pleasure and pain are feeling. So pleasure and pain are two sides of the same coin. The thing that gives you a little bit pleasure can give you a little bit pain. But the thing that gives you tremendous pleasure can give you tremendous pain. So pleasure and pain are like two sides of the coin. If you remain in the middle, observing pleasure and pain, not jumping up with pleasure and not being upset by pain, you would preserve energy and you will be master of yourself. Mechanism of pleasure is sense objects interact with senses interact with objects, gives the feeling. Eyes see something, gives pleasure. Ears hear something, gives pleasure. Taste gives pleasure. Touch gives pleasure. And smell gives pleasure. But objects that can also give pain. Seeing can be painful. Hearing certain music we like, but certain hearing we dislike gives us pain. Certain harsh music or certain harsh sound gives us pain. Certain food gives us pain. Bitter food we may not like. Very extra hot food we may not like. Certain smell we don't like, and touch, certain painful touch or injury we don't like. So pleasure and pain both come from the senses. So pleasure, the interaction is, pleasure involves energy, because whatever we are using as object of pleasure, that regardless of whatever we are doing, the mechanism is in interacting with object, we drain our sense energy. So really behind all five senses, energy is involved and mind is involved. Energy does interaction and mind experiences. Suppose you eat food, tongue tastes, it is good, but it is recognized by mind. So in eating, though we are gaining pleasure, it is at the cost of draining some vital energy or prana. So whatever pleasure we gain, we are losing some vital energy. We don't see this. This is why most people run after pleasure and they feel depleted. You do lots of activities, especially with sense stimulation, you feel depleted. So in scripture they describe one story, which is a dog is biting on a bone and he is relishing it. In reality, dog is bleeding his gums because bone doesn't have anything except his bleeding gum. Gives him pleasure. He believes he is getting tasty bone. That is our story. Whatever we enjoy, we are depleting our energy. So we should reduce stimulation of senses. Or if we get stimulation of senses, we remain as observer. We don't have to give pleasure. We just accept pleasure. So that pleasure is absorbed. Also pain comes, we absorb pain. How? Just like ocean. Ocean is so vast. So lots of rain comes, ocean doesn't get flooded, and there is no rain, ocean doesn't dry out. So this way we have to cultivate vastness of consciousness, vastness of contentment and being stable to absorb all the situation. So this is what is the mechanism of pleasure. Also pleasure is a small spark of bliss So bliss is our own being. It reflects while experiencing some pleasure. It is not the things give us pleasure, but that interaction connects the mind with consciousness, and consciousness, which is our own nature, recognizes, and that spark of bliss is represented as pleasure or pain. So really all the sensations are nothing but small spark of our own consciousness. If you want to get lasting pleasure without pain, then go to the source with deep meditation, become an observer, become quiet, become content. And this is the way to find bliss.